Baby, don't you tempt me. You know
Still hold it. Still hold it. There you go. One. Two.
There's no place I'd rather be than in the gym working with the next future generation of McDonald's All-Americans. Since I've seen a lot, I can give a lot. And that's pretty much what I want to do. I just want to give back to everybody who, like the parents who entrust their kids with me, the kids who entrust coming to me to develop. Like, I just want to feel like I want to pour everything that I've learned into them.
Yeah. And so, it's been quite a long time for your basketball career. You've been on the court for quite a while. You ever think about that?
No.
Don't really think about it? You just keep going?
No, I just know that I'm old now.
Yeah. No, don't say that, because then I got to say I'm old.
I don't think about how long it's been. I think, I'm like, dang. I think about like, oh, I've been here for a long time. But I don't never think about how long it's been, like the basketball journey. It's just like, it feels like it's just so short. It feels like everything just happened yesterday. But then when I wake up and my knees hurt,
yeah.
And I'm like
not the same.
Yeah.
So it had to be a culture shock going overseas to play basketball versus playing here. Can you talk about a little bit the differences that you noticed when you went there versus here?
Over there is strictly development. Strictly development. Like everything they do when it comes to practice, when it comes to strength and conditioning, when it comes to games, everything is IQ base wise. So that's why when you see a Luka Doncic, when you see a Jokic, okay, when you see a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like they're being developed over there for IQ and development. And I feel like over here is more skill wise. Like they want to develop skill. Like who can do the best moves, who can X, Y, and Z, but over there it's like, I'm gonna teach you the game of basketball. I'm gonna break it down to where you're gonna be able to put it into slow motion. So that's why the game looks so effortlessly to, I would say, most of the Europeans, because they, from a young age, that's what they teach them over there. Because I was playing with, when I was overseas, I was playing with people who were 15. And they were 15.
And they were competing.
I'm playing with 15-year-olds on my team.
Wow.
But we're all still learning the same thing at the same time.
Wow.
So it's like they're getting better because you're playing with a 24-year-old American and you're playing with a 30-year-old American, but then y'all all are learning the same things at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think that's where European basketball, international basketball has the upper hand, because they start so young with development versus I'm just going to throw my kid into AAU.
And so we know it's important to have a coach that pushes you and gets that product out of you. And now you're a coach. Can you talk about any coaches, or do any coaches come to mind when you think about your development? Are there any coaches that impacted you and just left that mark on you?
Oh man, so many. It's so many. I mean, we can start from when I first started playing basketball with Tanja Angerton, when I was with the Little Lady Wildcats. We can start with going to Lady Panthers Elite with Tim Ford and J.R. Miles. We can start from going to DFW Elite with Keith, with Buddy, with Coach Otis, with Coach Horton. We can go to college with Bob Starkey, Amy Wright, Gary Blair, Kelly Bond White. Like the list just goes on, because I mean everybody instills something different in me at different times. So there's not one coach who I can just singly say, this is the coach who made me what I am. But I've had such a great support system with the programs that I've been in, and a lot of coaches who have just instilled in me and poured into me, and they ultimately made me better.
Is there any one coach, any one thing that sticks to your mind that maybe a coach had said or done that made you just turn up even more?
Oh yeah, that's easy. Oh yeah, that one is easy. That would be Coach Robert Starkey from Louisiana State University. He is the associate head coach, and Shout out to Coach Starkey. Y'all doing a great job out there. But one thing that he always said to me was 4 to 1 is the mental to the physical. And that always made me feel like that I had to prepare.
Can you explain what he meant by that?
So I feel like he will always say it. He will always say it. So it's easy to show up and be physical in an activity, but mentally, are you prepared? Because ultimately it starts with, have you prepared for the situation? When you get there, are you prepared mentally to handle the situation? And then when adversity comes, are you mentally prepared to handle that as well? Because there are phases.
So you feel like is it more of a mental game than a physical game?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely more mental.
Interesting.
I think it's definitely more mental.
Wow. So let's just make an example. We got LeBron James versus, I don't know, a 15-year-old. I mean, nah, that's probably not. That don't even make sense. Of course, LeBron's going to demolish a 15-year-old, but.
So I'll give you one. If we're going LeBron versus Kobe.
Okay.
Mentally, Kobe is better.
Yeah.
Physically,
LeBron
is better.
Yeah.
But mentally, Kobe has that mentality where there's no blood, no foul. Versus when you got like LeBron who's physical, it's like if I get tapped in the face, I'm coming up here.
It's true, and he barely, even if he looks like he got tapped in the face.
I'm about to say Michael. He's a GOAT though.
Yeah.
But Kobe, he's not worried about if the ref ain't calling the foul. Okay, forget the ref.
Facts.
I'm about to still go get a bucket. Like I don't need the ref to bail me out for nothing.
Oh, are you saying that LeBron needs the ref to bail him out?
I don't think
some people gonna be mad about that.
I don't think he needs the ref to bail him out. But I do think that LeBron can be more dominant than he is.
Yeah.
And that's my plight with LeBron. I think he could be way more dominant than he is because the body he has.
Yeah. King James. Come on,
he has the body of a linebacker. He has the body of somebody who can't be guarded in the NBA. Anytime he wanted to get to the basket, he could.
Yeah, exactly.
He could.
What's up with all this fake fouls at that? Like, it makes him look bad to me.
And
it's like, you're the king. Come on now.
I also think that he gets tired of being fouled.
That's true too.
I think he gets tired of being
because
fouled.
Because people see him so big.
He's so big.
They be like, what you crying for?
You're not going to get that foul.
But I got slapped like 9 times last night. You know, I could get that.
Yeah.
I feel you, LeBron. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey. Don't Stephen A. me, please.
All right, so we're talking about coaches and stuff like that. What are 3 characteristics you feel like any athlete needs to be successful?
I would say 1, accountability. 2, adaptability. And then 3, coachability.
Oh, same answers.
Same answers.
Yeah. I will say we did this interview already. I had some technical difficulties, but anyway. Yeah, that's the same answers you said last time. I'm surprised you didn't shake it. You didn't change it up at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's
very
what I believe
consistent.
in. Yeah, that's what I believe in, like in consistency. Like, I mean, so for kids coming up, I think that if you're adaptable, and adaptability means like your role might change.
Gotcha.
Your role might change. It means there might be adversity. That means, okay, one day it looks like this, one day it looks like that. 1 minute our team might be on a 7-game win streak, and the next we might be on a 7-game losing streak.
Yeah.
How are you going to adapt to that situation? How are you going to handle adversity?
That's a good point. So, switching gears a little bit, there's been a heated discussion around Luka Doncic. I hope I'm saying that right. Him not even leaving the Mavs, him getting basically put off the Mavs and going to the Lakers. So I talked to a few people. They had their opinions. What's yours on this situation?
What did Denzel say? I've never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse. And right now, I feel like Dallas is the U-Haul.
Damn.
And we done gave away our hearse.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of the excitement is gone.
How many times Have you ever heard of Denver even breathing about trading Jokic?
Nah, no.
And you can't sit here and
That's the
tell
bread
me
and butter.
sit here and tell me that Jokic ain't bigger than Luka.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, what is that? They like to talk about how he's overweight, but it's like he's scoring 35 plus points, 40 points, whatever you want to say.
30,
what does that
35,
matter
77.
that he's a little bit more fluffy?
I'm not going to even say that's coaching because I think Jason Kidd is a wonderful coach.
Yeah.
It's just, when you got a generational talent, you don't give them away to another generational talent. Like, you don't give them away. You don't give them away to LeBron. Kobe couldn't even get Chris Paul, but we giving away Luka to LeBron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know where Dallas in general, when it comes to sports, where their head is at.
I mean, but the rumors have been they are about to be sold out to Vegas.
I've heard that. So you think that has something to do with it?
I think it does have a little bit to do with it, but I also think that
it was just a bad move.
It was just a bad move.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bad move.
For sure. I agree.
Because I don't care if we got to play zone for 82 games.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't.
Yeah.
we going to find a way to hide Luka if you think he can't guard.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but you got 4 other people around him that can defend. So I think that was just a cop-out.
Yeah, for sure. You think they just made that excuse just because they didn't like his appearance? Or maybe he didn't fit in with the Mavs program?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
I feel you.
That's the topics that get you
keep you up at
on
night.
the news. Them topics that get you on the news. You wake up.
Oh man.
End up on Smash the Topic. Talk about that.
Oh no, we don't want to do that. So it's March Madness season. Basketball is at the height of the year. Who you looking at as far as brackets?
Ooh. Yes. So my tops are, I got South Carolina. I got Texas. I'm sticking with it. It's my man. I'm going to stick beside him. I got LSU. And I'm battling with USC and UCLA. They like the 4th and the 5th ones for me. Like it's hard for me because they had some tough battles during the regular season. But South Carolina, Texas, LSU, as long as they're not all on the same side of the bracket.
Who takes it all?
Who takes it all? Who?
When March Madness is over, we're gonna come back and I'll give you $10 if you.
$10? Okay, I'll take. Let me see. Who is gonna take it all? Oh my goodness, that is so hard because the parity this year is crazy. I'm going with UCLA.
Okay.
I'm going with UCLA.
Is that your favorite team?
Oh, no, it's not my favorite team.
Yeah, okay.
I love watching LSU and Texas play.
Huh.
Just because I was recruited by both of them, and they both are 2 defensive-minded type of coaches. Mm-hmm. But I think what a lot of people don't understand about defensive-minded coaches is you have to understand offense to be able to stop it.
Facts.
So it's not just saying they're defensive-minded. It's like, no, they're great. They have great basketball IQ. So I love watching their teams play. Because if you look at it, when they played each other, it was 36-29 going into the 4th quarter. How many teams do you know?
I saw you post about that.
36-29.
Yeah. At the half it was?
No, going
that was
into
the
the
4th
quarter.
Into the 4th?
Into the 4th quarter.
No, I didn't see that. I thought it said halftime. I wasn't watching the game. I just watched your post.
It was the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's crazy.
End of the 3rd quarter.
That's defense all day.
And
hustle all day.
It was beautiful.
Wish I would have watched it.
It was beautiful.
Well, what about NBA, WNBA teams? Do you have any favorites there?
I want to see something different this year, so I want to see Cleveland play OKC.
I feel like I know how that would go, but what would you think?
I think OKC would get it.
Yeah.
I definitely think OKC would get it.
Yeah. But why you want to see that, though?
But because I want to see, because you already know how Boston is. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Meticulous.
And I mean, Milwaukee clearly doesn't deserve to be there. Philly isn't up there right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, like New York, I would like to see New York there too. New York, they've been inconsistent.
Yeah.
So the most two consistent teams in the league right now has been OKC and Cleveland. So I would want to see like just them from where they came from and where they started. Because they had LeBron. LeBron left. OKC had KD, Westbrook.
They had a ridiculous team.
Harden,
It's crazy.
Perkins,
Crazy.
Steve Adams. But now they're doing it with just straight dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, they still had their stars, but just the way that those programs have developed over time, it's just, I like the consistency and the pursuit of greatness that they have continued to show, even with not having a super team.
Yeah. And so do you like college basketball more or
Yes.
or like the professional
Yes,
leagues?
college.
Why so?
They play harder. You have to play hard every day.
Yeah.
You have to play hard every game.
You got to prove yourself.
You have to. Yeah, because you're working for something better. You're working for something bigger, and that's where your stake and your stock rises. They see you, scouts see you every game, and they're trying to figure out, okay, can this player be a league player?
Yeah.
So every game in college, you gotta prove yourself. But once you get to the league, now we see, body management. Now we see, but you a 1 year player and you talk about body management. You don't get that. You don't have that luxury in college.
Yeah.
Because now this transfer portal.
They're a little pampered in the NBA.
This transfer portal. If you say, I don't feel the best, and you out for so long, all right.
On to the next.
We'll see you. Bring in the next body.
So, okay. So we're talking about NBA and stuff like that, and of course you have two brothers, and of course you went to the WNBA. What do you think about when you think of how all three of y'all actually, you, Matt, and Mason, y'all all have been to the professional leagues? How does that feel for you?
It feels pretty good. It just shows the work that we put in over time. I mean, times where we couldn't stand each other, times where we loved each other. Like, we always pushed each other.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy because I would say Mason is the best one out of all of us.
Youngest one.
The youngest one is the best one out of all of us.
Is it because he got to watch?
Because he got to watch.
Yeah.
Yep. He got to be able to learn from our mistakes, and he still put the work in himself though.
Yeah.
Like, don't take any discredit from the work that he put in. But like, it drives you a little bit more when you have your oldest brother and your oldest sister as McDonald's All-Americans. Now everybody's looking at you like, what are you gonna do? So it was good to see that he went on his own journey.
Yeah.
And Matthew as well. Like, he's the only one who's won a national championship in the family.
Nice.
So, but it's funny because we all have had our different success. So Matthew has won a national championship at Duke, been co-defensive player of the year. Mason has been co-offensive player of the year in the SEC, and I've been two-time defensive player of the year.
You also had 707 career assists when you ended your senior year at Texas A&M.
But you see how it's just different. Like, Matthew can talk about his national championship.
Yeah.
He can talk about, I got to play with Coach K. We won the ACC title. Mason can talk about, I was SEC Offensive Player of the Year. Okay, I have MVPs under my name.
Yes.
I can sit here and talk about, SEC championship title. SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
Breaking records, setting records.
We're all in our own way. We all had our own game.
Facts.
But we all played off of each other.
But coming up when y'all were young, I'm sure there was a lot of competitive spirits.
Oh yeah, it was fights.
Yeah.
It was
Talk
fights.
about the backyard basketball.
It was the backyard against. We were the backyard again. We were. Oh my goodness.
Thugging it out.
In our socks, getting holes in our socks, and it was crazy. Like, especially when because Mason was so young and he was so little. Me and Matt would be out there with my dad, like trying to really get to it.
Yeah.
Mason would come out there and it was just like, you're not there yet. You slowing us down. You're not there yet.
Yeah.
And then he would get mad and he would want to
cross somebody.
Yeah, he would want to get to it. So we would be out there till 8, 9 o'clock at night, and it was just we would have our squabbles. Sometimes we have our squabbles, and my mom would have to come out there. And then she would probably pull me most of the time. She was like, "You are a young lady. You
I swear, you kept that spirit in school too. Like Jordan wasn't scared of nothing, to say nothing, to do what she felt like she needed to do. Yeah, that must have came from the backyard to get fights.
It did. 'Cause I had to put up with my older sister, Alex. Shout out to my sister.
Shout out Alex.
Yep.
She played basketball too?
She played for a little bit at West.
Really? I was just joking.
She played for a little bit at West.
Yeah, I think I do remember
and then
y'all talking about that.
She was doing volleyball. She did volleyball.
Okay,
she played volleyball, and then she got into the cinematography.
Oh, that's what she does now?
Oh, yes.
I thought I saw her singing on your profile.
Yeah, she was singing. That's her church. She sings at church.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she sings at church. So she's doing a lot of just broadcasting.
Look at your family, man.
Yeah, I mean, she's the backbone of the sibling clan. Like, she just holds everything down. Like, when anything needs to be done, she's gonna get it done.
She the oldest?
Yeah, she's the oldest.
Ah, okay.
She's the oldest, then me, then Matt, then Mason.
The girls are older than the boys.
The girls are older than the boys.
And they seem older than y'all because they're so big. Like, yeah.
They got 6'5", 6'6", and then you got me, 5'6", and my sister, 5'6" and 3/4 maybe.
Well, shout out to everybody over there, the Jones family.
Yeah.
Love all y'all.
Shout out to my parents.
So as I mentioned, you come from a family of athletes, and y'all talked about being competitive. Well, I already said that question. I'm gonna cut this part. You posted on social media recently, "There's no more loyalty in the sports world. It's all about what have you done for me lately." Do you want to talk a little bit about that statement?
I think that just goes back to the transfer portal. And I think there is what's the word I'm looking for? I think there is a divide in how coaches can move versus how players can move. Because coaches, they're doing what's best for their families. They're doing what's best for themselves. So if they have a better opportunity, they're going to take it, regardless. Sorry. But for players, when we start looking at the transfer portal, they get
I didn't bring no water today. Not even for myself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We did hop right off the court and into the interview, so you ain't get no water or nothing. You need some water?
I'm good.
Okay,
so I'll start over. Okay, so when we talk about coaches and loyalty in the game and players and loyalty in the game, you see how there is a different perspective when it comes to coaches being able to move and players being able to move. So as a coach, you probably have a family, and you're looking for the best opportunity for yourself and your family. So now when you choose to leave a job opportunity and go somewhere else, it's looked at as an achievement. Versus now when you look at players who come from a program and they want to elevate themselves to another program, is more demoralizing.
It is.
Because there's no loyalty right there. So the question is, what's the difference?
Yeah. What is the difference?
As for me, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to eat. So wherever I feel like you have to go through something to get to where you want to go. So I didn't play. I came from being a McDonald's All-American in high school, and I didn't play my first year at Texas A&M. But the next 3 years.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the next 3 years, the career that I had, I just had to wait.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just have to let seeds harvest. Like everybody right now wants it to be a microwavable generation, but sometimes you gotta throw that joint in a crock pot. You gotta let it marinate. You gotta let it season. You gotta get the juices flowing up in there.
Yeah.
So I think if more kids had that mentality versus, I'm not getting my way, I'm just gonna go here. And if more coaches had that mentality, but granted, coaches sometimes, their administration, they don't give them that time.
Yeah.
Some administrations like, I need results now.
You've been in a position of having an administration to answer to, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Is that pressure? Is that a lot of pressure?
To me, no. I don't believe that it's a lot of pressure because I'm a type of person who likes to always stay prepared. Mm-hmm. And I know that what the administrations that I've been in, they believed in what we've been building.
That's good.
So
is that believing you or believing what you're building or
and
both?
what we're building, like just the culture
Okay.
of the coaches who I've worked with. And they see, okay, this group of coaches, they have a plan, they have a vision. So it's mainly like, okay, now we just have to get on the same page to make that vision come to fruition. So I've never been in a position to where I felt like I need to do it now. But I am a person who's like, we about to get results now.
Women's basketball has become increasingly more popular recently after Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's head-to-head battle. Do you think that game is the reason that, the WNBA is becoming more popular? Do you think it's just in general it's becoming more popular? Or, do you feel like that game had a lot of impact, that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark game? Let's start there.
I do think that game had a lot of impact. I don't think the country was ready for that dynamic of, okay, I see an African-American woman, I see a Caucasian woman who are two great players. Now they're clashing. Mm-hmm. But they're not clashing because it's turmoil. They're clashing because they're two competitors.
Yeah, right. Do you feel like people made it more about other things in the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 1,000%. Because those are just two competitors, like, hooping.
Do you think they themselves made it into what the audience thought it was?
No.
Yeah.
No. I think it helped build brand a little bit, especially for women's basketball.
Facts.
And they gave the world something to talk about. Mm-hmm. But as far as if it was like the A-all, B-all of everything about why women's sports are what it is now, I don't think so. I think that it did push the pen forward, though.
Did you see recently that Serena Williams invested in the WNBA and the Toronto Tempo?
Yes.
It's crazy. The money is coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. And I'm saying the women's world, like, because you got people like Juju Watkins, who's out here, like, just killing it. Like, she's a sophomore, and she's already about to pass Caitlin Clark for most points in the season.
Wow.
And I think she already did, actually. And it's like you have these different talents that the world is starting to see, one, based off of social media, because we have that platform now.
Yeah.
Because before, all you would see is football, men's basketball, maybe some soccer, and maybe baseball. But now, you're starting to see women's games on almost every platform that you can.
Yeah.
And people are watching it. Like they're getting streams. They're getting more streams than the NBA right now.
Yeah. Wow.
They're building the platform because you see the new league Unrivaled. So with Breonna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, they had a one-on-one tournament. You win $200,000 if you win the tournament. Now you got NBA players talking about greats. Kevin Garnett talking about, dang, they beat us to it. Mm-hmm. Why we don't got a one-on-one? Kyrie Irving talking about, I would play in a one-on-one tournament if we had one.
Wow.
And
crazy.
nobody
don't want
to.
They don't want to show their cards.
Nobody want to do one-on-one like that with.
Wow, I wouldn't even.
Kyrie.
Who's gonna guard Kyrie? Who's gonna guard Kyrie? You think KD is gonna guard?
I didn't say I think he can guard him. I don't think KD can guard Kyrie, and I don't think Kyrie can guard KD.
Yeah, that's facts.
But they both are buckets and very skilled.
How would that even work? Do you feel like it would need some type of rules and regulations?
Yeah, so you go to, I think it was 21.
Because you can't have Lil Kyrie up against.
Yes, you can.
You can?
Yes. So there's a bracket. So you got a bracket. So they rank you in the bracket. So now, whoever ends up at the finals, it don't matter if you're a guard, post, forward, center. It don't matter. You got to get a bucket.
That's fair.
So if you want to put your back to the basket against Kyrie and put him and dunk on him all day, you can. If Kyrie want to pull you out to the perimeter,
Did you take any offense to when Shaq told Angel Reese that WNBA basketball would be more entertaining if they played in lingerie? Did you see him say that?
I did. He said that?
He basically said, he told Angel Reese that, if y'all just put on some panties and play basketball, y'all get a whole bunch of more views. And what do you think about that?
I think, one, that's kind of demeaning. But two, I also see where he's coming from, because that's how most men think. Like, you just got to take it for what it is. And it's like, most men, they want to see something appealing. They don't want to see women in baggy shorts. And
that just brought a question to my mind. Do you think more women watch WNBA or more men?
Men.
Because it's basketball, it's sports at the end of the day. Interesting.
I think more women support it, but I think more men watch it.
Huh.
Because when I go to any games, I see more men outside with their daughters.
Basically.
Out with their daughters.
Yeah.
Like watching the game, and it's like,
not that the daughters are playing on the court, but you mean like they're bringing their daughters.
They're bringing their daughters to the game, and it's mainly men.
Interesting.
Mainly men, but as far as more support-wise go, it's definitely women.
And support meaning like
advocating, like just out loud about it. Like, I mean, because I'm not even saying like women don't go to the games, because women do, especially black women.
Yeah.
But it's just like, when I go out and I see a lot of men with their children going to the games, and that's one thing that I love to see.
And so, talking about the success of women's sports, it's Women's History Month, and of course, there are so many women in society who have contributed throughout history. My question for you is, what kind of legacy would you want to leave as a woman?
So the legacy that I want to leave is pretty much just trying to inspire and show love and just build and bring life to just everybody who I encounter. Like, I know everybody will have a different encounter with me, but every time someone talks about me or speaks about me, I want them to remember me for just being somebody who was just passionate about what she stood for, and just passionate about the people who she loved, and passionate about the game of basketball, and then passionate about the Lord. Like, I just want His light to shine through me. That's pretty much the legacy that I want to leave. And whatever His light is, sometimes in this season it might be something different. In the next season it might be this. But whatever He has destined for me, I want to just fully indulge in that, and I just want to fully engage that into the world and give it 100% of what I got every single day.
Is your faith something that you feel has helped you in your career?
1,000%. Oh, if I didn't have my faith, I would not be here.
Yeah.
I would not be here.
Why you say that?
Because the obstacles and the trials and tribulations, if I didn't believe in Jesus Christ, or if I didn't believe in that higher power, I don't think that some of the nights and some of the days where I went through things, I don't think that me alone, I would have gotten through it by myself.
Would you tell other players to keep that faith at the... Keep
that faith. And, I mean, of course, I'm a supporter of Jesus Christ, but whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, like, just always stay rooted, invested in your faith, in your morals, in your values. Because the world is gonna try to deter you and throw you off guard.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen. Like, you can't avoid it. But as long as you have something that you can stand on and that you can believe in, at the end of the day, you're gonna be good.
So, you might lose a lot of watchers at this point with this question, depending on your answer. Who is the GOAT of basketball?
I already knew it was coming, Kobe.
And why? Okay, so you said Kobe. Why do you feel like Kobe is the GOAT?
Because Kobe B. Bryant is that man. Oh my goodness. Kobe literally sat here with Shaq in his prime and said, I know I'm the man. He let Shaq walk out the door and said, I know I can win without you. And how many did he get after that?
Yeah, I think it was like 3, yeah.
3. And he had a back-to-back. He didn't get a 3-peat.
But he got 3 without Shaq?
Oh, no, he got 2.
2 back-to-back?
They did a 3-peat with Shaq.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So he got 2.
Yeah.
And it was back to
I
back.
remember that year. So he did it without Shaq. I mean, Shaq was a big part of it.
He was a big part.
But I will say, it doesn't look like Kobe slowed down any without Shaq. And you can't say that for other players.
Yeah.
Like, some people might lose their shooting guard and they start breaking down.
I mean, Kobe is my GOAT.
Yeah.
But I would say the all-time GOAT is MJ.
And why is that?
Because he paved the way for everybody. Like, nobody started talking about rings until MJ won 6.
Yeah.
And I think it's the way that he did it. Because you got Bill Russell with 11. But
Rings? Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yes, because you don't hear too many people talking about that, though.
Damn.
But I think it's the way Michael did it.
What was
when
different?
He got his shoe deal.
Oh. You think he bought
He's getting fined.
income into it, like money into it? Do you feel like it's because he bought so much money into the game?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
He bought the eyes and the everything.
About the excitement. He brought, like, when you go 6-0 in the finals.
Yeah.
And you playing against the bad boy Pistons.
Oh, my God.
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, my God.
Bill Laimbeer.
Man, you scared to hop on that court. I know I would be, man. You talk about these big dudes that's mean, bro. Pistons was mean.
And he's still going out there getting 35.
Yeah. Bloody everything. He got blood dripping from his lip. I don't care.
How many defensive players teams did he make in his career?
Yeah.
So many. He wasn't just an offensive player.
Dang, I don't even think about Kobe when it comes to defense, but I also don't think about nobody getting over on Kobe. So it's like, yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Yeah, Kobe, and everybody want to talk about, oh, Kobe just carbon copy Michael. It's like, Kobe took it and...
Yeah, come on.
He took it and made it what it... like, Michael was the blueprint, but I mean...
I feel like Kobe made it his own.
He made it his own.
Yeah.
He made it his own.
Party, 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 party. Baby, don't you tell me.